Hey guys, the activity I want to share today is called the Coping Toolbox activity. It's going to target identifying and utilizing healthy coping strategies. So materials you're going to need are going to be some note cards. You can also use sticky notes or just scratch pieces of paper. You're also going to need some sort of writing utensil or anything that you can use to decorate. I've got some pens, markers. I also have some stickers. And then you're also going to need some sort of a box or container. I'm just going to use this old tissue box. As a BHIS provider, you might also want to bring a list of some coping mechanisms already, just in case your client needs a little bit of extra help. But basically, the first step is to brainstorm some mechanisms, some coping mechanisms, and then to write them down on the sticky notes. So I'm going to go ahead and write some for myself, just real fast. And this can be adapted to any age, so it could fit any client, which is why I like this activity. I'm just gonna do a few. Alright, so I've got my breathing square. I'm gonna breathe for 30 seconds, hold it for 30 seconds, breathe out for 30 seconds, and then hold it for another 30. And then I also have go on a walk and talk to a friend. Like I said, you can adapt this for any sort of age range. You can also, if you have a bigger box, separate it into sections. So, hey, this is a section I can do at school. It's a little bit more discreet. And then these are coping mechanisms I can use at home where I can be more active and I don't need to be super private about things. But then you're going to want to grab your box and decorate this as well. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to slap a few stickers on there. Alright, well, this one's a Santa Claus sticker, so I guess that'll do. And let's also just put a little heart on it. How about that? And then this can be completely customizable. Make your own toolbox. Customize it whatever way you want. So I've got my little sticker, my little heart on there. Now what you do is you take your little coping mechanisms and you slip them in your box or container. And then when your client starts to feel a little bit upset or feels like they need to start coping because of something, they can go ahead and pick one and then go ahead and practice that coping mechanism. This is also something that you can do for so long because as they grow, they can start to realize some newer coping mechanisms and then add them to the box themselves. So I just think that it's a really great activity to do at your sessions.
Behavioral Health Intervention Services, or BHIS as we call it, is for children ages 4 to 19 years old, and it focuses on behaviors that appear at home and in school. So BHIS is an in-home counseling program through Medicaid, and it's available to children that are currently on Title 19. So BHIS is just an excellent complement to therapy services because therapy is more about uncovering the why of the issue, while BHIS is more about addressing the how of improving our behaviors in those symptoms that are typically associated with things out of our control. So there are many ways to identify if your child or other children you know could benefit from BHIS. A few examples are if your child's having difficulty concentrating or following directions, if a child is being bullied, or if you've noticed a change in eating or sleeping patterns, if you've noticed a difficulty in adjusting to a move or the drastic change of social distancing, or if the child is having difficulty resolving the behavior on their own. If you think that your child or your family can benefit from BHIS services, please call us at our toll-free number, 800-531-4236. Heart and Solutions would love to help you and your family navigate difficult emotions in any time of the year. So please don't hesitate to reach out if you think you or a loved one could benefit from behavioral health intervention services.